Okay everybody, first of all, welcome to the Sunfran channel. If you're new, my name is Kevin, one of the co-founders of Sunfran. And as you may have already guessed by the video title, what we're going to be doing today is we're going to be teaching you how to mount your own smart jigger onto a swivel that you already own. So it looks more like this instead of just whatever this is. So, since we want to make this video understandable for fishers of all levels, this is a swivel, and usually you have a downrigger mount on top of these. So it looks like this. And the functionality of these are you push this sort of handle on the side, and you can rotate this in basically any direction you want, and it'll snap into place, and then you can't move it anymore. And so it's just sort of a platform for you to put your downrigger on, but for the purposes of our device, the Smart Jigger, you'll actually want to remove this. And so this is a Scotty 1026 swivel, this is a Scotty 1023 mount. You don't need the mount, and so what you'll want to do first actually is remove it. And so if you have it fastened with bolts, just unfasten them, take it off. You won't need it for the rest of whatever we're doing. But we're using a Scotty 1026 because we found it to work the best with our device. Of course, other swivels will work, whether it's Canon or whether it's just another Scotty model. But in that case, you will have to drill your own holes, and you'll know what I mean later. But if you take a look at this right now, I'm going to put it back to neutral position so it's easier to tell. But you'll see that there's 4 holes, right? You have one hole here, one hole here, one hole here, one hole here. 2 of which are closer to the edge, but you have 4 holes in total. And this is a Smart Jigger box. It's empty for demonstration purposes. The real one will have circuits and electronics in it. But you'll see that in our box, there are also 4 holes. You have one, I mean, I can't really see from the back, but you can probably see. So you have 4 holes here. And if you line them up, wouldn't you know they go perfectly? And so something to keep in mind is you want the side with the hinge to be on the side of the holes that are closest to the edge, so they match up like this. And so now that you have these lined up, what you'll want to do is you want to fasten it down, right? And so Sunfran is going to give you 4 bolts, and they're going to be 1/4 of an inch in diameter, and they're going to be 1/2 an inch long, or 1/2 an inch in length. And these are just sort of the measurements we found to work the best. If maybe you don't think it works very well, you can feel free to customize at your will. But what you want to do after this is you want to fasten them down, right? So you have the 4 bolts, but to be honest, we found that you only really need to fasten the 2 in front, so like the 2 furthest away from the hinge. And sort of the reason for that is once there's actually electronics inside, it can get kind of difficult to attach the 2 like sort of in the back, and you don't want to run the risk of damaging the electronics. But there you have it. I used my hand to sort of fasten them down, but this is pretty stable. It won't fall off, and you can sort of just rotate it however you want once you actually start using it in practice. But there you go. This is the assembly guide for the Smart Jigger onto a pedestal or a swivel, and I hope this was useful. If you thought this was interesting, please consider checking out some of our other videos, and also please consider leaving a like, leaving some comments on what you think, or even subscribing. It really helps, and we look forward to supplying these to you in the future. See you next time.